So guys, today back for another video on the channel. Today we're doing the keep or sell for the Newcastle United squad for the 2018-2019 season. I've seen a lot of people asking me on Instagram and Snapchat and stuff. If you want to follow them, link in the description, asking me if this video is coming. I knew it was going to be coming, and I'm recording this on the 2nd of June, so I don't know when this video is going out, but we're doing keep or sell. Newcastle haven't sold anyone this transfer window, or haven't bought anyone with this takeover stuff. I'm going to say now, I'm not going to make a takeover video until it's pretty much done, because I don't want to jinx myself. I don't want to say something in the video to come and bite back at me, so I'm not doing that. I will mention it in a couple of videos, like updates and stuff. If you want to see loads of updates on it, go and follow my Instagram. I'm about to hit 3.5k followers. We're doing the keep or sell. Make sure I leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll start off with the goalkeepers. So starting off with the goalkeepers, number 1 is Rob Elliott. For me, it's a sell. He's been at the club for a long time now. He's served us well. He's played in a lot of games for Newcastle in the Europa League. In the Championship season, he played the last couple of games. He started off the Premier League season with a couple of starts. But Martin Davagla's played every single Premier League game this season, so I can understand why obviously Elliott will be upset, and he hasn't even got into the subs or bench once. For me to sell 100%. Next up, we've got Martin Davagla. For me, he's absolutely outstanding. We've got to keep him. If you haven't watched the player ratings video, make sure to go and watch it. I give him a very high rating, and what a player he is. One of the best keepers in Shea Given, in my opinion. What a keeper he is. Martin Davagla, definitely keep. And now we've got Caldalo. I'm going to sell Caldalo. I can understand why people would say we need to keep him, but maybe for another year, you could see. But if Woodman's getting these cup games, like, we don't need a third keeper. Well, we can get Nathan Harker, the other young keeper, get him in, and then we can just let Elliott and Darlow go on for their future. So, as I sort of mentioned Woodman there, we're going to definitely keep Woodman. He's probably that number 2 now. He needs to step to that number 2 and secure being number 2 goalkeeper at Newcastle United. So, a lot of 4 keepers. We're keeping Martin and Woodman, and we're selling Carl Darlow and Rob Elliott. We'll go on to the defenders now, and there's a canny few, so we'll get into it now. First up on the list, we've got Kieran Clark, and for me, we've got to sell him. He's been at the club since 2016. He's been a long servant, and he's done well in some of them games. He got the same amount of goals as Hosselu in the Premier League season. It says it all, doesn't it? But he's not a Premier League defender. For me, his defending has dropped from the Championship season, because in the Championship season, nobody could get in with Clark and Lascelles at the back. But for me, we've got to sell Clark. Next up, we've got Paul Dummett, and it's an easy keep. He's a fantastic player. Good for him now to play as a centre-back rather than a left-back, because obviously now we play the wing-back system. He's not a left-back, sorry, he's a centre-back, and he is the most consistent player in our squad. He's absolutely class, Paul Dummett. Local lad as well. Paul Dummett, definitely keep. And next up, it's probably one of the easiest ones. It's Fabian Schär. Of course, we're going to keep him. What a G he is. What a player he is. He's absolutely fantastic. Fabian Schär, keep 100%. Next up, we've got Jamal Lascelles, and it is a tricky one. It is a tricky one, because we could get a good 25 million for him. I think if a deal comes in for him, I think we'll sell him. But if a deal doesn't come in, we'll just keep him. Obviously, he's the club captain. I think Rafa does like Lascelles as a defender, but last season he wasn't great in my opinion. I thought our defence would be better if we had Schär, Lejeune and Dummett. Just them 3. It would be very nice to have them, but yeah, I can understand why people say they want to sell Lascelles and keep Lascelles. Let me know all your people. I'll put all the players in the description as well, so if you want to put in your comment section, or I'll pin it or whatever, put keep or sell next to the player. So for me, I've said keep for Jamal Lascelles, but I can understand why anyone would say sell. Next up, we've got Federico Fernandez. Last season, at the start of the season, he was our best player 100%, and it did drop off because obviously Lejeune, Schär and Lascelles was the defence that kept it throughout the rest of the season. But he is a good player. When you need him, he'll play it and he'll do well. Premier League defender, we need to keep Federico Fernandez. Next up, we've got Javier 'I'm going to talk about Yedlin in the same one, but you've got to sell one, 100%. You've got to sell Yedlin or you've got to sell Mankiw. And from performances last season, I would keep Mankiw, but for the future of Newcastle United, I would sell Mankiw and keep Yedlin. You can look at Mankiw's performances last season, he performed quite well, and I thought Yedlin was one of the worst players last season in my opinion. He was so shit. I've never rated Yedlin, that's just my opinion, but having Mankiw, I have said sell and I've kept Yedlin, but yeah, it is a controversial one, but we'll have to just see what happens in the future. And then finally we've got Florian Lejeune, and then we'll talk about one other player, but Florian Lejeune, for me we've got to keep him. He's a class defender, the best defender at the club at like defending, but he's a great player, and the only bad thing about him, obviously the injuries. If he can get back to full fitness next season, play all games, it could be the difference from us finishing 13th to 8th, like in that position, rather than being 17th to 14th. We've got to be, well, I mentioned the takeover at the start of the video. The takeover is crucial, as we all know, and the crucial will change the whole club completely, but we'll have to just see. I have said obviously kept Florian Lejeune, and then finally the youngster, Jamie Serry. Well, I say youngster, he's getting to his age now. He is a local lad, he loves it up here, but if he wants to concentrate on his football, you've got to sell him. If he's not bad, if he wants to play on the 23 football, if he's getting his wage, he still likes it up here, he's obviously from up here, keep him, but he's not going to get any game time, and you can see he's not really in Rafa's plans. He's only giving him game time because, well, at the time, obviously Mankiw is shit. Yedlin was probably injured, so you've got to really play him in the cup games and stuff. So that's all the defenders. Let me know your thoughts on my what I've said for keep and sell, and we'll go on to the midfielders now. Starting off with the midfielders, we've got Ki-Sung-Young, and for me, we've got to keep him. In the 2019 period, he had the Asia Cup, and he didn't really perform to his absolute peak. But before Christmas, he was outstanding. He stunned Shelvey's performance, pushed Shelvey to the side, and that position was his. And we'll get on to Shelvey next, but Kay, we've got to keep him. He's a great player and a good squad player, say for your upgrade in January, in the summer. And on to Shelvey now. Before I just started the video, I had sell, right? But after seeing the videos of him on not going on holiday, he's wanting to get his fitness back, he's getting really ready for next season, I'm saying keep for that reason. If I didn't see them videos on the Twitter and stuff, I would have said sell Shelvey, but you can tell he cares about the club. He said that he wants to play for Newcastle United, and that's what you want. You need a player who actually cares about the club, rather than have a player who doesn't care about the club and playing just because they've got talent. I would much rather say have a player who's worse but who cares and tries more, rather than a player who has got more talent but doesn't care. For me, we're going to keep Shelvey. Next up, Mo Diarmi. It does look like he will be leaving, but I am obviously going to say sell. He didn't reach his contract extension. Doesn't mean that he can't still kind of get it. It doesn't mean the club still can't offer Diarmi one, but I think if the takeover happens, he probably wouldn't even get onto the bench, and hopefully with the signings and stuff, we'll get when he's obviously, I'll get onto some players in around his position, like the defensive midfielders, but looks like all of them will be going, because obviously Kay and Shelvey are very similar players going up, and all the defensive ones, because Rafa likes a defensive midfielder with a midfielder that can take it 10 yards forward. All of them look to be going this season, so for me, Mo Diarmi is a sell. And next up, we've got Matt Ritchie. Yes, he played left wing back, but when I use one foot, I said this in the player ratings, I've used the exact same list and just keep a sell. He's a midfielder on it, so Matt Ritchie, it's a keep. If Stoke were not offer 15 million, they can, but I don't think 15 million's enough for Matt Ritchie. I think his performances last season in 2019 was superb. He had a lot of pressure put onto him. Going in that left wing back position, he's not used to it. He's a right midfielder, and cementing that left wing back position for the full season, leaving Antonio Breca not even get onto the bench, was superb for Matt Ritchie, and he was definitely a big part of our season last season, and we've definitely got to keep him. Talk about Diarmi there, about the defensive midfielders. This one will be a sad one. It's Isaac Hayden. I think we would have finished a couple of points above Cardiff if Hayden wasn't playing. Some of his, the goal against Wolves, crucial. Some of his performances were crucial, like that Everton goal, not the Everton goal, when Perez scored his first goal against Everton. The way that he got the players back, like it was Dummett, Perez and Almiron. He went over and went, right, how lads, we can go and win this, come on, and then got all the players back. 2 minutes later, I was winning 3-2. What a bloke he is, and with all the family situation and he's got to cope with, he's a fantastic bloke, and I do really appreciate Isaac Hayden. If he does leave, I wish him the whole best, because he's been a fantastic player, Isaac Hayden, and I will miss him as a Newcastle fan. Oh my god. Next up, oh god, Kennedy. It's an easy one, isn't it? Get him gone. Get him back to Chelsea. What a shite player he is, man. The season he's had, absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. After that penalty miss, it was all over from there. So for me, you have to sell Kennedy. Well, I say sell, just get out of the club completely. Next up, we've got the Magic Man, Miguel Almiron. Are we going to sell Almiron? No, we're going to 100% keep Almiron. Of course we are. What a player he is as well, as I said. Can't wait for him to get a goal next season. He has to get a goal. In the first 8 games, if he's got 3 goals, right, he can push on to maybe get 10. But he needs Rondon and Perez. We'll get on to keep ourselves. I think it's pretty obvious, but we'll get onto them in the forwards. But Miguel Almiron, 100% keep. And next up, we've got Christian Atsu. Sell. It's a sell for me. He's not good enough in the Premier League, for my opinion. Yes, he done all well. He done all right against Liverpool, Fulham. Yeah, he's always good at Christmas, but he's just not good enough, and we can definitely improve it. It's just annoying to see Almiron, when he got injured, Atsu just had to play. It was frustrating. And then finally, Sean Longstaff. Oh, it's an easy keep, isn't it? Obviously, Man United were interested in him. It's an easy keep for Sean Longstaff. He's a fantastic bloke. With the injury he's got, he's recovering well. I seen him at the training ground. He's got a massive cast on. He's a leg, and he's recovering well, which is great. So definitely keep for Sean Longstaff. And now we'll get on to the forwards. So it's number 9, the player of the year for Newcastle United, Salomon Rondon. It's an easy keep. Well, we'll say keep. We need to sign him. What a season he had last season. Like I said, if we didn't have him, I think it would be pretty much down there. What a player he is. What a player he is, man. We have to keep Salomon Rondon 100%. Next up is Yoshinori Muto. £10 million, as we all know. He scored 1 goal. I think he started 5 games, 4 or 5 games. He wants to be in the squad. I see on his Instagram he's been working hard, and on the back of the shirt, oh shit, on the back of the shirt I've got Muto 13, and I rate him. Yous might, oh bloody hell, what have I done here? Yous might not rate him, but you've got to give a player time. We write so many players off. Like, look at Tovan, hardly played, and then he won the World Cup. Like, we could have a player who was playing for Newcastle United, who was holding the World Cup trophy, but no. For me, we're going to keep Muto and give him a shot next season. Next up, Ayoze Perez. It is a keep, but he might go. But the money, he said that, yeah, I've been here for 5 years, but it's for not him himself, it's for the likes of Almiron and Rondon. If we sign Rondon, I think that'll make Perez. I think if Rondon stays, Perez stays. If Rondon doesn't sign, Perez goes as well. And then finally, we end off a bang on the player ratings video. The same bang himself, Joselu. He said it's coming to his final year on his contract, and it could be the end of his future at Newcastle United. And I was fucking buzzing. Get him gone, Joselu. And then finally, Rafa Benitez, it's a keep. And I seen someone on OneFootball this morning, and it said that Rafa Benitez could potentially be going back to Italy. And apparently he's said that. I don't know. I'm not going to mention it much because I don't want to, because it'll spoil it. But anyways, people, thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, subscribe, my Instagram as well to get loads of followers. I've got a couple of videos coming up. I've got the awards for the 2018-2019 season. What's it called? I don't know. Then vote on Instagram. I'm maybe recording it today, maybe it's tomorrow. So if you, I don't know when this video's going out. If it has, go on my highlight. It's the most recent highlight. It's the picture of like Richie celebrating against Bournemouth. Click on that. Vote who you want, and we'll have to just see what happens there. So anyways, people, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and keep or sell. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching, and yes, goodbye.